Exploring random neighborhoods in North Tokyo. I don't know where I am. Oh my goodness. It's just a completely open... I think this might actually be a place to throw away garbage. And look at this. A PS2! Hello and welcome to another NihongoGamer video. Got probably an exciting day. Gonna hit the town, got my skateboard, I got my iPad, got my pencil. I'm hoping to do some drawing, do a bit of skating, and check out, hopefully, some festivals because it's festival season here in Japan. I don't even know. I think also there might be some fireworks in the evening, so hopefully if I get a chance to see some of that, I'll show it to you. And let's get this day started. Alright, I'm walking up this massive staircase. I've arrived in Ueno, which is where there's a large park, and hopefully the first Matsuri that I'm going to be able to see today. I don't actually know what kind of festival it is, and I think it's not even like a big one, it's just something that runs for the entire month, and they might have some stuff set up, so I don't actually know which direction to go from here. I'm not 100% sure where I am. Exploring random roads at the moment. The original plan, as you know, was to go to Ueno and check out the Matsuri. It turns out there was not really much of a Matsuri going on. There were just a few people, well, tons of people playing Pokemon Go, but not many people actually doing Matsuri type things over there. So I thought, okay, I'll leave Ueno, have some lunch, and now I'm just basically exploring random neighborhoods in North Tokyo. I don't know where I am really at all, but every now and then I find a smooth road that I can kind of roll around on. Let's get lost in Tokyo. Fortunately not bothering anyone. No one's coming out of their houses, Beauty and the Beast style, to kind of confront me. Basically I was trying to find quiet places to skate. I don't really need a skate... Whoa, don't know what I went over there. I don't really need a skate park per se. I just needed a quiet, smooth road where I could maybe practice a few ollies. Check out this house. That's cool. Check out these ones. These are super, I don't know, European looking? They don't look very Japanese. I'm interested to know if you've ever done this. Get lost in a city. Ooh, I'm in a bridge. Eka. Actually, it's really smooth in here. This is just so awesome to get a feel for what it's like to live in a quiet part of Tokyo. Coming up to a grate. Don't like those things. I think you're not really supposed to skate in the middle of roads, but it's so quiet here. Looks like no one really cares. Okay, I've reached the other side of the river, which is at the north end of Tokyo. I found a really beautiful river with a place where people are playing tennis. I don't think I can skate exactly where they're playing tennis, but I could probably get away with skating over there. Very tempted to just use this open space for myself. It's quite smooth here. I don't know how far I would actually go. Let's go all the way down there, and let's just see what's there, seeing as this road is nice and smooth. Oh my goodness. It's just a completely open parking lot, and it's ultra smooth. Check this out! If only it weren't right in the middle of the sun, this would be really nice. It's gonna be too hot to practice. Why don't we do a little practice anyway? I searched all over the internet for places that I could skate, and couldn't find that many parks in Tokyo, to be honest, but there is a number of spots that they say like it might be prohibited to skateboard here. But check this out, this is clearly not being used by anyone, and especially for me, I don't need any ramps right now. I just want to practice ollies. This is going to be perfect, so I'm going to do a bit of practice here. So clearly not a master of the ollie yet. I would not have found a practicing ground like this if I hadn't been walking around completely randomly. Alright, so I've come to another river. You can see there's that river that I was next to earlier. There's actually another river over here. This looks like a really nice place for people chilling out and playing a bit of football or soccer, if you will. I am holding another bottle of Aquarius. I know I told you not to drink Aquarius, but here I am drinking again. I honestly don't endorse it. I've got some rules about what you should and should not let your children do. Some other things about what you should do with your rubbish. I think this might actually be a place to throw away garbage. And look at this, a PS2! That is so funny that there's a PS2 just in the middle of this park. Why would someone throw away something like that? And not just any PS2, but the old large one, not the slim one. I haven't seen one of those for a little while. There is a stick here. If I can jump over this, peace forever. Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is unbelievable. I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to jump over an obstacle until, I don't know, November of this year, which is in a few months' time. Oh my god, I can't even. I did not think that that was going to happen today. I'm sure you probably know, if you've ever tried this before, or if you've ever tried anything that you can see other people do, and you believe that you might be able to do it, when you finally land it, like when you finally learn how to sleep a yo-yo, or the first time you play a piece of music without making any mistakes. And with skateboarding, doing an ollie over a thing, I'm completely mind blown right now. I can't believe you. I'm so happy right now. Whoa, check out the painted sunset, so beautiful. A beautiful sunset for a beautiful day, with not a beautiful ollie, but an ollie over a thing. I'm gonna buy myself the biggest ice cream sundae ever. Oh, not sundae, parfait. They call it parfait. I don't know what the difference is between parfait and sundae. That's how excited I am, and I'm gonna bring you with me. I'm gonna find a place where I can go and have an ice cream parfait, and we are gonna celebrate the crap out of this ollie. Jonathan's. Hopefully this family restaurant, which is the only family restaurant I could find in the 5 mile area, hopefully this one will actually have parfait. If they don't, I'm gonna have to find somewhere else. 一人なんですけど、パフェありますか？パフェ。あります。こちらと。あ、お願い。あ、じゃあ、ビッパチリです。Oh my god, she said they've got parfait! 注文していいですか？チョコバナナパフェ。This one. This parfait is what I'm eating. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited about parfait. Probably more excited than actually landing that ollie. And by the way, I didn't even like parfait before, but now I'm like all over parfait. I don't know what happened. I think last summer I had one, I don't know, as a gift to myself for finishing something. So that's a little hint. If you ever want to do something, give yourself a treat, or at least know what the treat's gonna be. Could be sweet bean bread, or it could be chocolate parfait. Where's Waldo? Or is it where's Wally? I know in certain countries it's Waldo. I already found him. I found him like immediately. I don't know why. Maybe there's more than one. So unbelievably happy right now. One of the best things, or rather the best thing about being an adult is eating anything you want, whenever you want, everywhere, all the time. And of course, the downside is that you have to keep an eye on your own health, which is tough. But every now and then you can do stupid stuff like this, like have a parfait instead of dinner. That's what being an adult is all about. Yes, that is the taste of awesome. The taste of sweat. Also, good news. Apparently the fireworks are not actually at 7:30. They're from 7 until 8:30. So it's 7:12 now, which means after I finish this parfait, we might still make it for about half an hour to an hour of fireworks later. So I'm gonna eat this fairly quickly, and then we can go and check out the fireworks. What once was parfait, now is not. Okay, quick update on what's going on. I actually went to where I was practicing earlier, and the fireworks aren't happening there, they're happening down that way. And it's like 2 or 3 miles still. I've been traveling for about 10 minutes. So basically, when I finally arrive, hopefully there will be about 5 minutes of fireworks left. Let's see how fast I can travel on my skateboard. I'm going into the scary looking bridge, but oh, echo. Still traveling. Fireworks still go for another 15 minutes, so we should be okay for time. Alright, I'm back now from my day in Tokyo. It was a bit strange because I thought I was gonna go to Ueno, but it turned out to be just Pokemon Go trainers all staring at their phone, which was not that interesting. So I was quite happy to be able to do quite a lot of skating today. Unfortunately, I also planned on doing some drawing and actually a bit of gaming, actually in the cafe, but I got so into skating today that I just ended up not playing any games at all. Today was a really great day, especially because I've managed to finally land that ollie. My head is completely exploded. I know of course that it doesn't mean that now I can always ollie and that I'll always get it and I'll always be good at it. I need to keep practicing it, and I feel like personally with art and with skating and with music, for every day that I don't practice it, I feel like I get a day worse. But wow, it's a confidence booster to be able to jump, you know, and have the back wheels actually go past the point where the front wheels were. I should probably explain what happened with the fireworks. I did not know that they were gonna be that far away. I literally thought they would only be just down the road where I was skating originally. Turns out when I got there, it was super far away. I could see the fireworks, so I thought maybe if I just traveled a little bit in that direction, I might get there in 5 or 10 minutes. Turns out something like 20 minutes later, I finally arrived, and it turns out I was on the wrong side of the river, so a bit of a disaster. The footage that you'll see of the fireworks, or you'll have just seen of the fireworks, that was taken at 2.7K, so that's almost 4K, but a little better than 1080p. And the reason I did that was so that it would be larger than 1080p and I'd be able to crop in and still have an image which is as sharp, theoretically, in terms of pixels. If this is jargon, by the way, just ignore it. It was lovely, it was amazing, and I wish I could have seen more of it, and I wish I could have seen it closer up, but there are lots of Hanabi Taikais, which is what they call them, firework contests. I don't know why they call it that. Let's check out what you guys have been saying in the comments. Alright, so I've got the first comment here. It's from Vinicius Goes. They say, forget Jigglypuff, man. Why don't you catch the best Pokemon of all, Kathy Cat? It's really brilliant because actually I have already caught Kathy Cat. She is my Pokemon. She just doesn't realize it, or maybe she just doesn't remember. And if you saw that she was wearing a Master Ball Pokeball around her neck, she thinks that's her ball for catching Pokemon. That's actually the case I use to hold her captive. And when she comes out of the Pokeball, she's just automatically wearing it as a necklace. This is a comment from the iPad Pro 9.7 Draw Manga Apple Pencil test video I did a little while back. It's from Natsu186. They say, 2 questions. Where did you learn to draw like that, and where can you get the glove? Well, in answer to the glove question, first I'll go start at the end and go backwards. The glove is the easiest thing to answer because it's just a simple cotton glove. I cut the index and the thumb fingers out. My knuckles seem to graze the screen when I draw, and maybe it's just my style because I don't rest my hand on the screen when I draw. It's just something that artists do and non-artists do. It's just something that I do, is that I draw and my knuckles will graze across the screen, and there's no way for a computer to know whether they are your knuckles or whether they are the stylus. I don't know why Apple doesn't have a way to make sure that if there's no pressure on the stylus, that no mark happens on the screen. For some reason they haven't decided to implement that. They've decided to also use algorithms to see whether your palm is there. They don't check for knuckles though, so that's why I wear the glove. Where did you learn to draw like that? I have been watching anime. I mean, I actually stopped watching anime and reading manga for the longest time until after college. And then after college I started getting into it again, and that's when I started really wanting to draw. And I actually started with DeviantArt. I saw lots of artists that weren't drawing manga exactly, but they were inspired by manga, and I would try and look at the stuff that they had done, and I would go, I wish I could do that, or even more often, I think I could do better. I think that's one of the main reasons why I ever started composing, or started yo-yoing, or started playing music, was because I thought I could probably do this even better, or I could do it my way, and I could do something that doesn't exist yet. And when it came to art, I actually looked at a lot of people on DeviantArt and thought, you know, I reckon I could do this better. And then of course, the truth of the matter when you start any endeavor is that you go in thinking you're gonna start a higher level than the people that you've been criticizing, and you actually end up lower than the level of the people you've been criticizing. And then it's not until soon, it takes a long time before you actually reach the same level as the people you were criticizing. And then eventually, if you do actually have that potential, or you do actually act on your potential, that you can actually surpass those people that you were criticizing before. I said the word criticizing a million times there. When I realized that you can't only watch people on DeviantArt, that's when I started looking at the professional stuff, manga, and I really, in fact, just sometimes spent days where I would just copy exactly what I saw in other people's manga, just because sometimes if you've never drawn it, how can you expect to improve it? Because I did do that copy the first time at least once, my mind is constantly, subconsciously, never underestimate the power of your subconscious. John Cleese, by the way, never underestimate the power of your subconscious. You're always thinking about things that you've done, things that you've copied, and modifying it and improving it and making it more unique and making it more your own. And then of course I've also read a lot of books. Most of them are bad. Of all the books that I've bought on art and how to draw manga and anime, 98% of them are terrible. But there are a few books that are good. Lastly, I watch Proco, and I talk about Proco all the time. Wolf and I, we do our manga anime podcast. If you're interested, watch that and you can see us drawing. Most of the time we're always talking about how great Proco is, because Proco doesn't really teach you how to draw as much as he tells you what to think about when drawing, and especially with regards to anatomy. Thinking about anatomy while you draw means that you can have your own style, but make it close enough to reality that it is believable. And this is something I'm always saying with drawing, is that you don't have to be realistic and you don't have to be completely original, you just have to be believable. Because if you can suspend people's disbelief, whoa, this is film terminology, look this up actually. They want to believe your story, even though they know that it never happened. If you do it so well, then they'll be grateful that you were able to suspend their disbelief. I hate saying that phrase, but that is essentially what it actually is. Sorry, went completely off topic. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to end it there, but I've had a really good day skating, doing that ollie made my entire the past 2 months. It feels like it's all coming together. My next step is going to be jumping over something larger, so I might put like a plastic bottle on the ground, or maybe a pencil case, something a little bit taller, so that I can make sure that I'm actually doing the jump. That will be my next step with skateboarding, so do stay tuned for more videos. I'll be skating, gaming, drawing, writing music, and all of that stuff. I almost said rating music. I don't rate music, I write music. Do comment and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you have some criticism, or you have a question, or just something that you want to say, or point out something that you enjoyed, do put it in the comments, and I will see you in the next NihongoGamer video. I'm a schizophrenic, and so am I. Vaporeon at the Kamisu General Park. Let me show you what the future of amusement looks like. Laptop down. Laptop, hey, come back, come back. I can hear it breaking.